Welcome back guys, Slybacon here, and welcome back to another multiplayer battle replay. Today we've got one of my most favourite armies to play, and that is the Goblin army. Gobos everywhere. Welcome to Goblin Town. All that good stuff. Right, let me go through my army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Night Goblins. Rank 6 across the board, love them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Night Goblin Archers, including the Regiment of Renown, the Rusty Arrows, of course. Out on the left flank, we've got the Moonhellers Regiment of Renown, Wolf Riders there, and 1 unit of Goblin Wolf Riders in the centre. For the leadership, we've got a Night Goblin Shaman, of course, Itchy Nuisance, and what's the debuffy spell one called? I can't remember. Where is it? Yeah, that one. That one. No. Oh, it's not going to let me see. It's not going to let me see it. The one that debuffs accuracy, anyway. Night Shroud? Is that what it's called? Night Shroud, I think it's called Night Shroud. We've got the Arachnoid Queen, of course. We've got two Goblin big bosses on Spider Mounts. And, of course, leading the way with the lovely Mr. Skarsnik. Get some, boy. Get some. The Goblin King, of course. The Goblin King. Right, for the Empire, we have Sigmar's Sons. We've got the Tattered Souls Regiment around Flagellants, of course. 3 of the Halbergs in their front line. We've got 2 units of Spearmen, one with 1 pip of veterancy, another with 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Free Company Militia. We've got the Jade Wizard, of course, with just healing, actually. No dwellers below on that one. We've got the Royal Aldorf Griffites on his right flank, and we've got the Demigryph Knights on his left flank. Leading the way is Boris, the bringer of Tods. The bringer of Tods. Right, so this is not only a Goblin army, this is a vanguarded Goblin army. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, the reason we've deployed over here with the Law Force is in case he had a cannon or something, right? So he would just shoot straight down here onto my spider and things, which we wanted to try and avoid. So that's why I've vanguarded them over in the forest here, which, you know, may cause us a bit of issues because we actually kind of need to run like up there with them, which is quite a distance when we're just basically getting straight into the combat straight off the bat. That's why we've paused, because we're going to get straight into it as soon as we hit go, right? As soon as we hit go, these goblins are just going to explode out of the blocks. Try and smash a lot of these units. A lot of the Empire players are bringing this Halberg front line. I've noticed lately. Is it going to pay off against the Goblins? I don't think so. I don't think so. These guys are anti-large and armor piercing. Two things Goblins are not is large or armored, right? Large or armored. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Archers moving forward. Look at this volley of archers. Look at it all. Look at it all. And these guys are not shielded, of course, so they're going to take extra damage. Again, 5 militia against 6 Night Goblins. With the poison, that is definitely going to go in the favour of us, right? Definitely go in the favour of us. Oh, the Moonhellers have been caught out here on this left-hand flank, though, by the Royal Aldorf Griffites. That's not going to go well for them. Goblins are not going to stand up to that. The biggest issue with this build, of course, is how the hell do you deal with cavalry, because you don't really have any anti-large. Big bosses are making their way up. Spider's making its way up. Skarsnik's coming in as well. Skarsnik, of course, a very good lord with his anti-large against like things like flyers and stuff like that. Really, really helps. Look at the damage we're coming out on this Free Company Militia, right? Because they're all getting poisoned, their damage is just dropping tremendously. Here comes Boris coming in to have a go at Skarsnik. Again, Skarsnik with all that anti-large damage, right? Oh, go Skarsnik. We can handle the Jandal. Get in there, boy. Here he comes. Decent charge, decent charge. Oh, and a decent first hit too. Ooh. And a decent second hit too. We are opening up on Boris as well with some range damage. Decent third hit as well. Oh my gosh, Boris is never missing. Decent fourth hit. And Skar's fifth hit. And Skarsnik's routing out. I think that was a 100% hit chance. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Skarsnik got like 1 hit off maybe. Well, that might have even just come from the archers. Oh, so much for Skarsnik being a true anti-large, right? But look, looking back at that front line, holy hell, the Gobos have just pushed straight through it, and we've actually managed to destroy this unit of Demigryph Knights as well, with the assistance of the Spider and, of course, the 2 Goblin Big Bosses in there. A wee bit of an assistance, I guess, by the Wolf Riders as well. What's going on over this side? Oh, the Elders have actually split away, and the Moonhellers have got away from there as well. That's good. Oh, nice recharge on that one. Sorry, missed that. Nice recharge, though. Skarsnik's dead. Skarsnik's dead. Now, how the hell did we deal with this? We've got nothing that's large to deal with that. Anti-large, I should say, to deal with that. Still, 6 units of archers. That's going to do a lot of damage. Look at them just opening up on Boris. And Boris is taking, like, no damage. Come on. 6 units of archers. There we go. There we go. That's the damage you need. That's the damage we need. Almost 1,000 damage on that first volley. But here comes the real out-of Gryphites. And, of course, they are anti-large coming up against the spider. But the spider should be able to hold its own for a wee while. I think what we've got coming down here, Itchy Nuisance, I believe. Isn't Itchy Nuisance? Oh, but the fear and terror is just routing these guys straight out. Of course, the difference between standard goblins and night goblins is that night goblins have extra low leadership. Goblins' leadership is low enough, right? But then you chuck in night goblins, which is even lower. Even though, I mean, the infantry's ranked, but the range stuff isn't. Maybe we should do something like that in the future. The spider's actually taking a heck of a lot of damage from the Eldorf Gryphites and Boris. Jeez, Boris is doing some work this game, is he not? We've summoned in a unit of spiders. That's not going to be enough. Trying to pull back the the Goblin Big Boss to kind of support this and put a bit of damage on Boris if we can. We are smashing on top of this Jade Wizard, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's one unit of Gobos over here just holding off these 4, doing his work. This one unit holding here. The other Big Boss just routed out a unit and is coming back to try and support this. Oh, actually, combination of those 6 archers plus this Big Boss on top of Boris is doing an amazing amount of damage. That's crazy. I guess a wee bit of an assistance there from the Ragnarok Queen, but this Big Boss might actually turn the battle for us. Let's go, boy. Come on, kill him off. Still got to deal with these demis, though, somehow. How much health is he on? 500. Just being chased at 300. He's actually routed out. He's routed out. That Goblin Big Boss actually managed to rout him out. Now we've got 6 units of archers able to actually open up on these demis. They are heavily armoured and stuff like that. These guys, of course, do not have armour piercing, but they should still be enough damage, right? Oh, if those rusty arrows are out of there as well with that Sunder armour, that would have been beautiful. Come on. 6 units of archers, surely. Actually, a couple of these archers might be blocking themselves. Yeah, these other 2 at the back here are actually being blocked by this unit in the front. So really need to spread those out, you know, across there like that. Because currently there's actually only 3 units shooting at 3 units here. There's only 3 units of archers actually shooting into these demis. Down to about half health there. That's actually pretty good. But this front line just got absolutely wrecked by these gobos. Oh, ranked gobos are so good. Moonhell is just managing to pick up a few extra kills here on these Free Company militia and Halbergs that came back into the battle, but Halbergs against Moonhell's Halbergs are going to win that every day, right? Every single day. Oh, these demis are just routing everything off. Just that fear and terror just kicking in right there. Oh, that's ridiculous. Like, no health loss, basically, and just feared right out of the battle. These guys... Oh, here we go, here we go. We've got some movement happening. These guys need to form up a line across here. If they form up a decent line, we could actually shoot those to death as they try and come back in. But we still do have the 2 Night Goblin Big Bosses. 2 Goblin Big Bosses, I should say. Not Night Goblins, of course. Just chase it down to the last of this Jade Wizard. Come on. Pick it up. That should be another Itchy Nuisance coming down, I would imagine. Oh, it's a Earthblood itch. How's he Earthblooding when he's routing? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Right, here we come. Demi's coming back. The archers are lined up. Rusty arrows are shooting in. That's going to drop their armour down a wee bit. Well, if they actually had it. Oh, no, it has dropped their armour down a wee bit. Okay, cool. Oh, come on. Actually, if we get rid of this Jade Wizard over here, we might actually rout that out. And we have managed to get rid of that Jade Wizard. And the Royal Eldorf Gryphites might rout out of there. Oh, my God. That was actually a pretty close match. That was a fully close match. Oh, my God. Skarsnik just got destroyed. 200 kills on the Gobos. Get some of that, boys. 104, 119, 101. Archers did alright. 42 and 56 on the Care. 55 on the Rusty Arrows. That's pretty good. Skarsnik just getting absolutely destroyed by Boris. That's actually really surprising because Skarsnik does have a lot of anti-large damage. Boris just didn't miss, right? He just didn't miss. That was crazy. You're supposed to miss more than that, Boris. I think it was 5 hits in a row from what we've seen anyway. For the Empire, the Tattered Souls and the Sigmar Sons did well. There's 63, 79 kills respectively. 99 on those Eldorf Gryphites. Yeah, they're the real issue with this army, right? Because you don't have a lot of anti-large. Which is basically the reason we bring Skarsnik. But, you know, that didn't pay off this match, did it? No, not at all. The Royal Eldorf Gryphites getting rid of this other unit of demis early on with the Spider and the 2 Big Bosses in combination with a couple of the infantry was probably the winning factor in that match, actually. Because, yeah, you've seen how much work these guys did. Imagine if there was 2 of the buggers. That would have been just too much for the Louis Gobos to handle. But that vanguarded Gobo army, eh? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Alright, guys, that is today's multiplayer video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.